Long ago, a wanderer brought an enthralling gift to the people of Embervale.
Hey there, fellow pixel pushers and button smashers. Let's gab about Enshrouded, a game that's been twinkling on my GameDar since they first waved its banner in the virtual sky. It's this swanky survival RPG cooked up by the folks at Keen Games who are looking to carve out a cozy corner for themselves in the MMO survival genre clubhouse. They're drawing inspiration from the big guns like Minecraft and Valheim. But let me tell you, they've sprinkled enough of their own secret sauce over Enshrouded to give it a flavor that's kinda its own thing. Sometimes, it even feels like it's strutting down the runway with a bit more swagger than its forebears. And this, my friends, is my hot take on Enshrouded for PC. First off, Enshrouded doesn't just want to survive, it wants to thrive, popping onto the scene just a heartbeat after Palworld did its own grand entrance. Usually I'm not the type to play the comparison game because every game deserves its moment in the sun, without a shadow of, but this other game did it better, looming over it. However, Enshrouded's got me tipping my hat and making an exception here. This game's like that dark horse that galloped out of nowhere early in 2024, dropping Jaws on January 24, a mere 5 days post-Palworld mania. And bam, it wasn't just a flash in the pan. Over 1 million folks hopped on within 4 days, with the online peak soaring past 160k players. The devs are tossing Valheim and Zelda into the mix when they chat it up, branding you as this flameborn survivor trekking across the ruins of Embervale. You can rally up to 16 buddies to face Embervale's perils together on a server, or go lone wolf if that's more your jam. Though trust me, it's a riot with a crew. Despite Keen Games drawing parallels to Valheim and Zelda, once you're knee-deep in it, you'll see Enshrouded isn't just riding their coattails. Sure, it borrows a glider here and a survival element there, but expecting the depth of Zelda or the crafting freedom of Valheim, you might end up feeling like it's a bit of a pretty face without the brains to match. But hey, it's a looker for sure. Speaking of looks, Enshrouded's got style. Not drop-dead gorgeous, but definitely easy on the eyes, until that pesky fog rolls in and cramps your scenic vibes. And the sound? Hats off to the audio crew because they've set the mood just right, whether you're chilling or chopping up monsters. Now, on to the meat and potatoes. Your hero feels like they've stepped out of a fantasy, leaning more towards a dwarf than a human, which might just inspire you to dig deep and carve out your own underground kingdom. Character creation's got enough bells and whistles to keep you busy, even if you can't morph into a total monstrosity. You're this flameborn character, waking up in Embervale, which is pretty much engulfed in mystery and this all-consuming fog. Your mission? Unravel secrets, decode riddles, and soak in the lore scattered around in notes and diaries. It's a treasure trove for lore hounds. Gameplay-wise, Enshrouded nods to Valheim with its survival mechanics, but there's enough uniqueness to make it stand on its own 8-bit feet. Your survival hinges on managing health, stamina, and yes, even mana, with a cozy setup and a pinch of home comforts to keep you going. Your altar of flame is your sanctuary against the fog, doubling as your fast travel hub. The game throws you into the wild with just enough to get by, pushing you to gather resources, craft tools, and build a shelter. Food's a big deal too, and once you've got your green thumb going, you're all set for a less bear-terrifying farming life. But let's not kid ourselves. Despite the allure of terraforming and crafting, the system's a bit like a paper tiger. Looks fierce, but kinda crumples when you poke it. You might end up with more holes in your land than Swiss cheese without meaning to. And the game's like, oops, my bad, figure it out. Combat's there, but it's no Shakespearean drama. More like swatting flies with a tad more oomph. You'll be doing the hokey-pokey with your weapons, and stamina seems to only matter when you're doing everything but fighting. Exploration gets a thumbs up, though. The world's chock full of places to discover and NPCs to recruit for your base, making it feel like you're building up your own little corner of Embervale. And the Shroud? It's this foggy menace that adds a tick-tock element to your adventures, daring you to brave its mysteries before time runs out. In the grand scheme, Enshrouded might not rewrite the survival RPG playbook, but it's got a solid foundation with room to grow. It's like a seedling with potential. Here's hoping the devs nurture it into a towering tree of awesomeness. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this review, or if Enshrouded has enshrouded you in its spell as much as it did to me, let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts, theories, or just your rating out of 10 in the comments below. I'm always eager to see how your insights compare with mine and to foster a community where curiosity reigns supreme. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Quriosity for more reviews, deep dives, and all things that pique your curiosity. Your support means the world to us and helps keep this channel alive and kicking, ready to bring you the next intriguing review. Until next time, keep that curiosity burning. I'm Chris signing off from Quriosity. See you in the next video.